That's my nigga, that's my dog. Yeah. That's my nigga, that's my dog. That's my mud brother, yeah, we came. We was raised in the gutter. We gon' eat, we gon' ball. If a nigga ever go, write my name on the wall.
Yes, sir. We here with another episode. I got my special co-host with me, SwampCity Kapp.
You already know.
We in the building. We finna get at y'all and let y'all know a couple things tonight, man. So what's good, Kapp?
Man, vibing, man. Actually, man, we went through a whole top phone just to get to this motherfucker, really.
Right. The weather bad in Miami and Broward right now. It's pouring down.
It's almost December, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we love hurricane season to get into a flash flood. You know how the weather is in Miami. Sunny in the daytime. You never know what you get for the rest of the day.
Yeah. That's crazy. I thought by now, you know what I'm saying, it'd be getting cold, but it's getting wet.
Yeah. That's how we end in the winter season, man. You already know, man.
I'm actually excited today, though.
Yeah, me too, man. We back with another episode, bringing that voltage to all the family out there representing higher voltage. Y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and y'all stay with us. We gonna keep going up.
I can't wait to really read some good comments, man.
They coming, they supporting, they coming. I see a lot of people starting to follow the page. Y'all go follow the page on Instagram at Highervoltagepodcast, Highervoltagepodcast. You already know we here.
Oh, man. Like I said, I was excited, man, because today we get to talk about something that's near and dear to me.
Most definitely.
The black woman.
Yeah, black women, they need their praises, they need their comfort. You know, we gotta be there for them.
Definitely. At all times, man. I mean, on all levels, man.
Most definitely.
And I mean, like, it's a thing where, like, I look at it like, now is the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kind of overlook a lot of things that come along with, you know what I'm saying, being by our side. Like,
right.
We kind of tough guys to be, you know what I'm saying, by your side.
Right.
We kind of go through more than the average person.
Most definitely.
So I don't know. I just thought that like this is something that we could touch on because I feel like it's something that's talked about. You know what I'm saying, a lot. But I don't think people really see it from like the angle that I'm really coming from with it. Like,
explain to the people how you coming and what you wanna get off your chest tonight.
I mean, I just want to give flowers to the sisters that stand behind us, man. I mean,
most definitely.
I mean, like the thing I hear a lot is like, attitudes, snappy, you know what I mean? And like we spoke earlier, and I was telling you, man, these women been through the same like traumas and things that we've been through. You know
most
what I'm
definitely.
saying? I mean, we all sitting here and say we street dudes, we seen this, we seen that, we did this and did
right.
that. 9 out of 10, you had a ride or die on your side.
Yeah.
Every lyric, every movie, you see that ride or die. So she's seeing exactly what you see.
Most
so if you traumatized, how you think she feel?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think we got to give them a little more credit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, like, out of every woman, they're seen to be, that's the angry one. But, shit, look at the conditions. You know what I'm saying? They're in the same conditions we angry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I just look at it as that, like, to begin with, man. Like, we just got to kind of get them sisters a little more, you know what I'm saying? A little more, I want to say, understanding of where they coming from with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, being that.
More support. I
mean, they're getting support, but I mean, I stick with the understanding because supporting is one thing, but when you understand what's going on,
right.
that's truly helping.
Right.
Because then you can solve it. But just supporting just means you're going to be there and back it up no matter what.
I mean, at some point right now, they do need our support, though, because even the government is trying to tell them what they can and cannot do with their body with abortion right now. So sometimes, support is deep because, even Martin Luther King had to do the Million Man March.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the support is given. That's
most definitely. Most definitely.
If
you understanding them, you're going to support them in their time of need, most definitely.
But I say understanding because you got to understand. Because, like, sometimes we act like we don't.
Right.
And I mean that from the standpoint of, like, when you listen to men talk about it, sometimes we talk about it as if their life was perfect and, you know what I mean, they got a perfect mind and it's not always the case. You know
That's
what I'm
true,
saying?
too.
So, I mean, just to say that, I just wanted to say that, man, I just want to give a sister a little more rope, you know what I mean? It's hard to come from where we come from to keep a straight mind or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's real tough. I just think that we got to tip our hat to those who stick, you know what I'm saying?
To the black queens.
That stick by their man's side,
most definitely.
So, That's how I felt about it.
So what do you think is the reason that in this era and generation where it's still hard for the black woman, although they have came so far, so many independent and so many relationships where black women came so far and black men to help them, or just together in a whole, black women and black men. But I mean, what do you think some of the trials and tribulations that black women are still facing right now with?
I don't know, man. I still think they carry that title of like just being wild.
Right.
When I see everybody being wild. You know what I'm saying? I don't think women truly gave the black woman this flower. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's the men, because we kind of appreciate, but I don't think women truly get the black woman the flower. Because I remember a day when like they was considered like when a black girl was dancing with her ass shaking or whatever, it was considered to be trashy or
slutty or some shit like that.
Because everybody could not do it. These women didn't have these bodies and couldn't move their body. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now you hear other people talking about their twerk class. They got twerk classes.
Twerking classes.
Yeah, it's like, yo, that should be a black woman's thing.
Profession,
like,
right.
Like, why when she's,
that's
like, if she says that, it's just a dancer or a stripper. It's not considered as serious as somebody else. Oh, I'm a professional twerker. You're a fucking professional twerker? Like, ain't that's what all these women was? I mean, it's just they never really truly look how these women are changing their bodies. I mean, I'm not saying a black woman is the only woman with a good body, but we all know that everybody's different.
I think it come back to what you said too. They face some of the same trauma that men face. So I feel like if they went through something in school or younger days where they feel some type of insecurity about themselves to where they would want to do something to their body or something like that, it's like almost the same thing what you were saying with the trauma. So they might be finding different ways to deal with their pain. So they might get drunk and twerk, but she might not be a hoe. So it kind of saying what you're saying, but at the same time, you gotta judge it for what it is too. Sometimes when you see it. So when you see somebody doing stuff that you might feel slutty,
but how can you when it's all over the internet? Right now, if you was to pull up any footage of South Beach right now, any given holiday, you will see people doing that. But those people probably going to work Monday morning.
No, that's why I said you ain't gonna know unless you know the person, because everybody doing it, like you say. But it's just like yin and yang. It's like, like I was saying earlier, if you see somebody who ain't a hoe chilling with a hoe, it's only how far could you think about it if you don't know that person ain't a hoe. No disrespect to the ladies out there. That was just a phrase just to explain it.
Right. You are who you hang around though at the same time. I mean, I think if a lady have hoish friends, she's going to only put herself in them certain environments with that woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably got a different set of friends.
Right.
When she go out certain places, she's probably not taking her.
And I still do believe a girl could be hanging around that type of person and don't.
No, it's of course. You got cousins. You got probably your mama.
Yeah, you can't help who you love or who your friend or who your family member is.
Yeah, that don't mean nothing. I'm just saying. But in the same sense, it's like if you're going to hang around certain people, you're not going to take her.
Right.
Because you might be over here trying to conduct business, but she in the bathroom doing something different, fucking up the business. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's nothing wrong. You can't judge. You can judge people by who they're around, but you can't.
Right.
Because sometimes like different positions calls for different people.
Right.
You got a different set of friends.
And you got to measure that person by what they do themselves.
Yeah, because one day you might want to party and your uppity friends ain't with the partying. So you got to go get with your partying friends. So,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You trying to kick it, you got to hang out with the hangout people.
Yeah, so you can't always judge a woman by that, man.
So how do you feel about all of this talk all the time with where it's been going on from back then and now, but the whole what you bring to the table or this whole 50-50 thing, that's always the biggest talk in a relationship talk all the time.
It's real. I hear that a lot, man. I mean, it depends. Like, it's. Are you talking old school living, modern? I mean,
in a general, because it's always been a topic, but different morals and principles.
Of course.
Like, you might have women back then who will hold a man down way more than now. Like, a girl, like, oh, I ain't helping that nigga out. He ain't got his shit together. You know what I'm saying? Or you have somebody who know how to keep it together and understand that you might be up, or then it might be my turn. I'm holding it down, and because I actually witnessed that for myself. Like, it'll be times where you ain't got it that much, but just so happens you don't got to be messed up because your partner got it, and then your partner having hard times might lose their job or something. Now you holding a relationship.
That's the point
down.
of a 50-50, ain't it?
Right.
I mean,
or is it like how they say 100-100? You just gotta know when to give your whole 100 when the other person lacking.
I never heard that before. Honestly, I never heard that.
Right.
I never
it's
heard
all
that.
different ways. They be saying 70-30, 60-40. We don't know.
But
we just talking.
that's why I said it depends on who you dealing with because certain situations may cause for certain actions.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're in a position where you could cover 100%, why not?
Exactly.
If you're in a position where you can cover 50%, why not?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it depends on I think where you are in life. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the space where you're successful, you got everything lined up, then you can afford to do that.
Well, I feel like the internet got everybody confused right now with time, effort, money, love, compassion, so many things that could topple the list where people just so confused because it's just so much going on at one time and you just trying to find your space and your way in the world.
That's true. I like the way you put that together. Dog.
I mean, you said black women, our black queens, they going through the same trauma as the black men, and the black men getting shot down by police. We still killing each other, hurting each other, dealing with each other wrong, not coming together. So I mean, it's the same trauma. You said it's the same,
that's real. That's
the
real.
same stuff that they'll have to get therapy
I mean,
for.
it's really. You know what I always wondered? You know how I always knew women were real? Because that nigga might have bust 10 heads, but she'll go lay with that nigga. I might not even walk past that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She'll go lay with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, women are really like soldiers, man. They really the glue that whole shit together. So, I mean, I just feel like at this point in time, we got to salute. And I say it from the point of watching a lot of young brothers, too. You know what I'm saying? We got to know that our sisters is special, man. It's sacred, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to treat them better. We can't have them when we down and then we get all this paper and now we looking for something different. The grass look green on the other side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's too much of that going on to where, like, every time we seeing our babies that's coming up with bread, they're not looking, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know?
Right.
And they need to see that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to see an image of ourselves.
Right. Well, sad news. They promoted that interracial dating so heavy on the internet and on the TV shows and movies to the point where it's a part of us now. It's really getting to the point where what race the father is because that's what everybody say. I'm just going by the popular opinion. I ain't saying we right, but the popular opinion, they say the child is whoever the father is.
I'm not saying.
So right now there's so much interracial dating to the
I'm
point
not saying there's nothing wrong.
It's so far gone.
There's nothing wrong with interracial dating. You know what I'm saying? I look at them on every now and then, look nice, whatever. But I mean, it's nothing wrong with.
But you just saying embrace the
I'm
black,
saying
the black
you
women.
have to.
Right.
Like, I think of all the shit that we say about white people. They racist, but they always say they trying to preserve their race.
Right.
And sometimes I think about that, man. We gotta preserve our race.
Right.
Like we done got so accepted by other races that we just giving out everything. I mean, this melanin, this shit is serious.
But like I told you though, the dialogue, we've been getting fed the dialogue from the TV shows and the movies. Now you got social media really pushing it in your face. So
True.
This been going on probably since the late 80s, 90s where you see it pushed in your face.
It has, but all right, I'm going to give you an example.
It's not no excuse though. It ain't no excuse. I'm just saying what's going on in society.
I'm going to give you an example. I was out. I had a conversation with some young football players emerging or whatever, and I said, yo, look, our young boys always seem to be going at me.
Right.
So he told me, he said, look, man, you know, when you're in these places, man, that's what you see. It's everywhere. I said, I ain't funny to you? That all of a sudden, when you're in these places, it's everywhere?
Right.
Was it always like that?
Right.
I said, matter of fact, you ain't never pull up to a light, look to the side and see somebody chopping or something and look good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Why you gotta be in a place that you at that you gotta look for that? Why you can't really go outside what you do and find that?
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's the agenda. It's popular opinion. It's getting deeper than the person itself, you know. But although opposites do attract, that's been always a thing as well too. You might see somebody different from you and opposite attract. Like my brother light skinned and he always liked the chocolate girl.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And I've been brown skinned like a red skinned girl, but she still might be black.
I like red skinned girls, but she's gonna be black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I would.
So long, like you said, I see what you said. As long as you're embracing your community and your
I'm
black
standing
women.
on the level of, bro, listen, now that we getting this paper, why we giving it back to them?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it on that level.
Well, you got a lot of people with their personal situations too. Like how you got all these dudes, like what's your boy name? Terrell Owens. And all these people where they'll say they were super dark skinned and even the black women didn't even want them.
Question, you ever seen some of the biggest divorces in history?
Oh, that's all races though.
Okay.
Race ain't even nothing to do with divorce.
But
that's
divorce,
just as much as every race getting married, everybody divorces.
But the biggest divorces is what I said. the most paid out divorces in history, what color are the women?
Well, it's black.
They damn sure ain't black.
Whatever.
Dr. Dre was one of the first. His wife was one of the first black women to hit for a lot of money on the divorce of that. Meaning, the people with that amount of money don't marry black women. Is what I'm trying to say. So why we following that trend as black men? Why we following that trend, devaluing? I'm sorry about that. Devaluing our sisters when we know they worth. The world know they worth.
I feel you.
So I'm saying that when I had a conversation with these young guys, I'm basically telling them like, yo, you about to come into so much bread and all that. Would that woman see you without that bread? Was she sleeping in that car with you? The way that woman was before you got where you at was sleeping in that car with you.
And she gonna eat this 4 for 4 with you.
Come on, bro. And then I'm gonna take it to
grilled chicken Caesar salad.
You understand what I'm saying? When you say 4 for 4, is she gonna get out and walk like that?
We gonna eat this grilled chicken salad and this 4 for 4.
Man, I'm gonna take it deeper, bro. How about this? God bless the late great Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe passed.
Right.
When do you see Kobe family?
Yeah.
Not his wife and his kids. When do you see Kobe's family?
Right.
Man, that man rolling over in his grave because of that, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? The day that Kobe died, right after that, that woman put her own mama out. Think about that.
Right.
So those cousins that was cousins of Kobe kids, is they coming over? You think Kobe kids still going to such and such house, grandma them crib and all that? No. You know how you know that? Because you don't see them. You will see them every time you see them giving Kobe an award or something. You don't see his mama there. I don't know. I should be more. I don't know if his mom's still living or whatever. But I mean his close relatives. I don't never see his close relatives.
Right.
So I think about that.
They play in the background anyway, though. You know that sports game a little bit different from entertainment. Entertainment people be more front line when they friends and family.
I'm
sports,
when they giving
you
something.
You get that money and keep your family kind of.
But when they dedicating something to Kobe, why ain't his brothers or sisters or really close individuals there? Only his wife there, like she's the only one was in his life. But that's because sometimes when you get into these relationships, these people won't be dealing with your family the way you deal with your family if you was out the picture. And I think about that. These people not gonna deal with Pookie and Auntie that got that drinking problem and Grandma that got that little problem. They ain't gonna deal with them people the way because they really dealing with you. They married to you. They really they dealing with you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So as black people, when we get our money, man, we can't give it right back to the people because if something happened to you, even in a divorce or anything, that money going right back into them households that already got the bread, bro. Right. So we got to do that for our people. That at least if you gave a divorce, that shit going back into a black house.
Nah, you right.
So I'm looking at it from that standpoint when I say that. But we owe our sisters more, man.
Nah, it's true.
So that's how I feel about that shit.
Nah, most definitely. You already know, man. Higher voltage, we in here, man. See all our black queens, man. We gonna be right back. Yes, sir. We back. You already know we in this thing. Higher voltage. We in here vibing. Y'all like, subscribe, and comment. I'm here with my co-host SwampCity Kapp.
You already know, man. Let's get it going, though.
You already know, family. So let's talk about it, man. So right now we're gonna get back into the relationship statuses and talking about our black women and how you feel about just maintaining a good relationship. Like, you know, we get busy and bills and everything going on, so you try to remain a good relationship. So how often do you think you need to go out to eat or catch a movie if it's been a month or you know this time is
Nah, it shouldn't be a month. Like with women, like I said, you can't do too much, you can't do too less. So I mean, I say if you're a working man, you need to find yourself at least taking her out once a week, at least spending time around the house once a week. I mean, if you're working.
Yeah, but bills coming fast, man.
That's only 2 days, dog. You work 5 days.
Bills coming fast, man. People not taking people out that much, man.
I mean, when I say go out, any woman to tell you, man, it ain't got to be spending money. I mean, I don't know what kind of woman, you know, a man may have, but most women to tell you it ain't about spending the money. It's about spending the time.
I'm just talking about, like, when you finally step out. I'm talking about when you finally step out. I ain't talking about the quality time, although we do need to talk about that because you should.
I'm saying,
if you don't got the money, you should find ways to have that time where you just chilling even over a regular dinner at the crib watching a movie.
I'm saying as far as like stepping out. Niggas step out all the time, dog. You don't gotta always spend a lot of money when you step out. That's what I'm trying to say.
Fact.
You can walk on the beach. Take your shoes off and really walk out there, sit in the lifeguard stand.
Man, I'm reminiscing on the last time I went out with my old lady. So it's just like, I was just saying that to say, like, how often do you really have to step out to just keep that good quality job?
I said once a week. Like I said, 7 days in a week, you working 5 of them. 1 day out, 1 day in.
Right.
I think that's fair. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, you don't got to spend much money. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in your saucy boy shit. The same thing you did to me, the same thing you do to the keeper.
Right.
Take it to the nice little spots, where them little hookah spots.
Right.
Get in a nice little hookah.
Right.
Let it go live a little bit.
Right.
Sit back, blow your little joint, get your little Remy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 1738 preferably.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And have you a good day. That's a good day. Now you in the crib, you got your Netflix and chill, you got your little shows, your power. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get into that with them. You got hours of fun and then cooking something nice, or she cooks something. And, I mean, it's a lot of ways to reach out to you.
Well, I know about the quality time whenever you find time. I was just speaking more on stepping out because right now, adversity and the bills and inflation is just really getting to people right now. Right now, the news channel said that like 90% of Americans don't even have $800, $1,000 in their bank account, and they're drowning in debt with paying rent and repos with cars. So the reality is people are not going out as much as you will want to or you should. But that was my whole reason of asking that too, because right now the downfall sometimes in relationships is money sometimes, because that's not that the man or the woman don't want to take their spouse out, but it's just it's real times out here right now, and everybody trying to maintain.
If you can't, I'm not telling you to live a.
But it's not an excuse. You just gotta try your best. That's all I'm saying, because it's not as easy as it probably once was.
I'm not saying live above your means. By all means, I'm not saying live above your means. You know what I'm saying? But if you can, like I said, it don't take nothing to put $20 worth of gas in your car. It don't take nothing to get a ballet. You know what I'm saying? Even if you get some TP, shout out to Teleport.
Right.
If you even want to take it that route, man, you know what I'm saying? And go chill out with your lady, man. You know what this came view at when you go over the little bit of this car here.
Right.
Pull over by the water, you know what I'm saying? Lay on the hood of your shit, put something on there, get a bottle. I mean, you can really be something. You know how when you first wanted to get that ass, like you put in that effort?
Right.
You got to continue to put that effort in, because like whatever you did to get her is what you got to do to keep her, man.
Most definitely.
You talking about a happy home right now. That's how you
Most definitely. Most definitely. I feel like that's some good advice. You already know, man.
Yeah.
So, what other ways you think that you could find ways to show good qualities to keep a relationship or just to maintain
I think space. Believe it or not, I think space is everything. Because me being in a long relationship, like I'm in a 23-year relationship, so it's a marriage. But space. I say that because when you meet somebody, you was somebody before you met them. And oftentimes when you meet somebody, you kind of merge and become one, and you kind of lose yourself. That's why you often see people trying to find themselves later on in life, because you lose yourself with that being one with somebody else. I believe that space is a thing that's needed in a relationship. To give it time to grow, and you always have a piece of yourself and know who you is. And when you know who you is, you can be who you is for whoever you with. You know what I mean? So, that identity crisis is a real thing when you with somebody.
Right. So when you trying to have a relationship and you trying to have compassion for somebody who your significant other, how do you practice like communication and just trying to balance not making it all about you and just trying to find ways to just be understanding?
Man, really listen. Sometimes we gotta listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm a talkative person, but I listen a lot. That's why I'm able to talk, because I listen and I'm gonna reply.
Right.
But sometimes we gotta listen. Our spouses or significant other or whoever may be trying to reach out to you, and it ain't easy talking to us sometimes. And I had to learn that in my relationship, because I would say things to my spouse, and I was like, why the fuck, you can't just do this. And that showed me that she can't come to me all the time with certain things, because I don't know how to react to them.
Right.
I'm too into the way I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be open and listen to what your spouse trying to tell you sometimes. They could be telling you something that, could save their life or yours. You know what I'm saying? If you really listen. So you have to listen, be compassionate, have empathy, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Understanding and love. And, you know what I'm saying? Know where you want to go.
We in higher voltages, man. We got to turn it up, man. So women right now, what do you think is how you think they think about us right now? Do you think they got patience? Women got patience, so how you think they think about?
I think women are respectful of men right now as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like they hold man at a certain standard. I think that if you ain't reaching that standard, they shitting on you. Right. Because remember, women have climbed from the bottom to where they at right now. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And they ain't get there easily. So when they see you already had it all this time, it's like how we look at, you know what I'm saying, white people sometimes. Right. Other people, you had it all this time. Why you're not? You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's that's how I look at it, man. Right. You got to be on your shit, man. Women, to get that respect, you got to be on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're on the rise, man. They doing everything, man. They ain't fucking off, man.
Yeah, they definitely came a long way.
They got that baton and they kept running, man. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of coming a long way, so if you were single and you started dating, is women with children the same way, vice versa? Is men with children off limits?
Nah, not at all, man. I think, you know, it could be a beautiful thing. Like, some people can't have kids. Right. Some people probably don't even like their own kids. You wonder, like, why you taking care of these kids and they take care of his own? Because his kid's bad as fuck, but this kid is good. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think it's to each his own. It's the maturity in the person. Right. And understanding that you can make a difference in a child's life.
And I think it's a good thing that you said maturity, because I feel like it got a lot to do with how old that child is and how old is the past. Like the ex that they had the child from, whether it's the baby mama or the baby daddy.
Nobody want to be coming out their pockets and then dealing with, you know.
Not only that, you know how people act when, you know, you in a relationship and you know that you still got to deal with your past and still raise the child. So it's like, depending on the age of the child, somebody might care way less. It's like, well, the child getting older, they ain't really gotta be, well, you know, as a child younger, they pulling up every day, communicating way more to, you know, it's way smaller, way younger.
Well, I feel like if you're a parent, a child is always your child. Your child can be in college, but it still needs you. Your child can be grown and still need you. So if you a stepfather or a stepmother, it don't matter if the child is 18, 20-something, or whatever, when you step into that position, you saying to yourself, this is my child. And when you have a child, your child is your child till you in the fucking ground, right?
Most definitely. I was just speaking on more like, you know, how women is or how men is when they know that, oh, then you gotta go deal. You know, basically what I'm saying, whether it's ratchet or not, it's like, oh, you gotta go deal with that nigga to go drop all the. Man, tell that nigga, a nigga or a female. Let me finish. Well, a nigga or a female won't tell you. You got part right now where people are meeting people places. People will tell people, meet me at the gas station, meet me at the Chuck E. Cheese. Motherfucker don't even know where somebody stay at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it get real. So I just wanted to go further in depth to let you know it be all kind of scenarios where this go deep, where sometimes age do play a difference, or because, you know, you have to be way more in contact the younger they are to really, you know.
That's true.
And the person be like, well, I don't want you calling him, because I seen one time, well, matter of fact, I didn't see, I heard on 99 Jams one day, or Hot 105, I was riding down the street, and all of a sudden you hear them come on the radio, oh, don't be calling my baby daddy after 1 o'clock at night, you know what I'm saying?
Respect is due.
But the person like, yo, I gotta raise my child. We just had a child, it's my first child. I'm not with her no more, but I still gotta answer this phone. Maybe it's something going on. You worried about this and that.
Well, that's true.
And it all depends. The person could be doing good, or he could be doing wrong, or she could be doing good or doing wrong, but they got a child already. So I feel like the younger they are, the more you really do have to be in their life. That's where I was making that point.
That's true. But at the same time, the woman gotta want you in that life. You know what I'm saying? Right. We got a lot of instances in life where, you know, on both ends, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple homies go through things like that where the woman don't really want you in the child life like that, and that's what, I mean. And
that's when child support and even more federal and government stuff come into play, Section 8.
This is where I always been, like, real about, like, they gotta change some of these things, because it's nothing wrong with a woman getting what's due, but sometimes they kind of overdo it.
But I feel like that's another thing that's just a part of society, you know, the government and the federal system been found a way to keep the black man down. And they been found a way to keep the black man down. So we gonna help y'all sisters out for y'all to cancel out the black dude faster. So we give you these food stamps, we're gonna give you this.
They get a piece. They get a piece of that.
I know. I'm just saying that it's comfort in people canceling you out faster without really giving it. Some people don't deserve a chance. Hold on. But the people who do deserve a chance, the good fathers or people who trying, first fathers, anybody, stepdaddy, whatever going on, people who is trying, I feel like the government, the federal society, they made it quicker for the women to get assistance. So now you see situations get quitted a lot earlier just because you're ready to file the papers to put them on child support to get.
I mean, if there's a lot of good fathers right now on man, shout out to my dog. He one of them. There's a lot of good fathers on child support, man, for no,
most
no
definitely.
Really. Like women get mad at you, throw you on child support. So they mad at you having sex with somebody that they know or whatever, throw you on child support. I mean, it get like that, but at the same time, as daddies, we gotta be better fathers.
And sometimes I feel like it's pointless because the communication from some of these dudes, half and half. Some of the dudes that want to help and want to do right, they be willing to give out more money than the child support really break bread. So you can kind of keep good communication and do co-parenting. At this point,
I had my dog tell me, not a name, but this was the crazy shit I heard. He was like, yo, I said, you buy your daughter shoes and shit, whatever shit came up. It's like, yeah, man, child support ain't enough. So I said, what? Fuck you mean child support ain't enough? That's the point. You gonna get money, you gonna take my money willingly. That's what you get. I looked at that nigga, I said, you crazy as fuck.
But that's my whole point. At this point, you could be keeping it under the wraps and just try to co-parent and get good communication, and she probably can make more money, or he can make more money off whatever situation.
She take care of his shit, like it's that's what I'm saying, without a doubt.
Right.
Why is he on? You see the nature of like where he is. Why is he on child support? This nigga talking about I'm on child support, and I still go give more money because I know the child support ain't enough to take care of my child.
Right. And right now, I just want to send out prayers. Anybody who is going through a situation where you're feeling alone and you probably adopted or you're an orphan child, or anybody out there, man. The Voltage fam, we here for y'all. Y'all can tap in and watch us sometime and laugh and hear serious topics. But most definitely, man, prayers to anybody who's going through it, the single mothers, the single fathers, and anybody who's been adopted or in an orphanage,
But, I mean, to piggyback off that, man, we just gotta do better. That's all I'm saying. As men, we gotta do better. As moms and women, we gotta do better, man, and understand that sometimes going through the system ain't the right way. Because they come and take your kids, man. When you deal with DCF, you deal with all that, they take your kids. Yeah. And it ain't like they taking them and raising them better than you.
Right.
They taking them and putting them in
systems where it's almost like a mini jail or just treat you any kind of way. You almost like a number of an inmate.
It's horrible, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, going to the system ain't always the right way. You know what I'm saying? So...
And I just like how we just wanted to embrace the black queens and black women, because I feel like if we not preach, but just actually give input to let people know that we by the black women's side, and let other black kings know to support the black queens.
I'm by the black women's side, but I gotta say, man, that black woman that said that shit about that Cheesecake Factory, I couldn't fuck with it.
I mean, I feel like it all depends on the standards, you know what I mean? It all depends on the standards. Like, if she's held to those high standards and she living and eating like that already, then she got her right to opinion to say where she don't want to eat or where she want to eat. But me personally, I felt like Cheesecake Factory wasn't a bad place, or anything in that same fashion of brand and rim of price range and everything about it.
I mean, it's the first day. Like, come on, man. This shit getting ridiculous.
It's getting out of hand.
It's ridiculous. Like, I'm getting to know you, you getting to know me. That's like if I seen you got in the car, and I was like, this just feel like a moment I can get this head.
Right.
You'll be looking at me like, what the fuck? I literally just out of your car.
Right.
But I'm like, on my first dates, I usually get that donkey, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I wrong?
Right.
You saying on your first date, you usually doing this and on my first date, I'm used to getting some dome. Right. So am I wrong for that?
I feel you. I hear you. It's like, calling out stuff back to back like that. It's just basically...
I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, you just did a little too much. And this is how I know she did too much. See, I don't just talk shit. When you look at the video and you get towards the end, it's the funny shit. She was like, we could talk about it. Why you want to talk about it now? Because now you know you ain't getting nothing. If you was really on that, you would have been ready to go. Like, take me. I don't care. I don't deal with that. At the end of the video, if you watch,
she probably wanted to talk about it because she probably felt like maybe she could convince him to go somewhere else.
She tried to convince him by putting him out there. One dude got real with her, like, yo, I told you, like, don't put too much on the first date. It's just the first date. Like, I'm trying to get to know you. I'm just going to take you to the picture. Like, you really going to take me back? You really going to take... That's how I want to sound when they know they done fucked up. They fumbled the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because she could have got a free meal, but she missed that.
Well, she said she don't eat Cheesecake Factory, so, hey, you got to keep it moving
now
along.
You don't eat nothing. I guarantee when she got home, he wanted shit in that refrigerator.
You never know. Like I said, you never know. That's my whole thing. If she can show proof that she been on Morton's and you know Ruth Chris, then that's the beg to differ right there.
Man, listen, you don't get Ruth Chris unless your neck is superior. You understand what I'm saying? You know how good that steak is. You know I actually had Ruth steak, bro. It is so fucking good, bro. Like I've eaten steak in my life, but that's.
Man, I thought you were saluting the black queens, man.
I am. Well, good day.
This nigga here, shout out, man. Anyways, back to the main boogie, man. We love our black queens, and you know.
Definitely. No, I'm just saying though, if you want to eat good, you know, make sure you come correct. That's all I'm trying to say. She should have showed that nigga why she deserved more than.
And it's some of Buddy's fault too, though, because sometimes you can politic before you actually get it. You see, they was right in the parking lot taking pictures of the sign, like y'all ain't had no conversation.
The man looked at her.
Up.
She's all right. You know what I'm saying? She was an all right looking girl, and I hate to do this because I don't like when they do all that. You not even like that to be doing that. Like you should have been grateful for whatever.
But somebody gonna say who is you to? Because obviously he wanted to take it out.
Touche.
No, but I'm just saying it on like a general state.
Yeah,
like
but
obviously he wanted to take her out.
All I'm saying, he wanted to take her out, right? But he also wanted to get to know her. It seems like when you listen. No,
I ain't faulting him for wanting to get to know her, but I'm saying when it comes to looks, can't really base it upon that because she was good. She was good enough looking for him to take her out. Can I ask you something, Dollah? What?
If you got a bitch that look good, you finna go somewhere less?
But that's the whole thing. It all depends on your preference.
I'm talking about I'm talking about you just pulled this.
You ain't finna get seen anywhere. This whole topic right here ain't really a fair topic because it all depends on your preference. If you like Cheesecake Factory food, then you not really finna look down on it.
No, not at all. But what I'm trying to say is, as a man, when you see that dime, you know in your head, you ain't finna take her no motherfucking. You know what I'm saying? But if you see a girl that you interested in, feel me though.
I feel you, but my whole thing is it's double standard because I know how OGs play it too. I can show you slices and crumbs whole while I own a bakery or I'm working on this passion that's going to be worth a bakery. And you might not know, you might not see it, but you better stick with me and have the faith and the vision because when I blow up, you better be on my side. You heard what I just said? See, but it ain't about. I'm saying for. Because guess what? Because if you showing all of this stuff to get her and it ain't genuine, then she might be locked in trying to be only going to Ruth Chris and Morton. So you gotta keep it real sometimes. I ain't say you take. Sometimes you gotta keep it real. It's back to that whole thing when I was saying going out. You said every week. Right now, it's getting kind of real out here. I don't think everybody's going out every week.
We ain't gotta go to Ruth, but we go to Benny Hunter.
Right, Benny Hunter is affordable.
Catch that brunt. So you gotta know what's going on. That's what I said. Catch that brunt.
But that's my whole thing. Everything is preference. Because what if that same girl would have felt like Benny Hanna's was like a Cheesecake Factory and she ain't fucking with it? She want to go to a higher name. That's why I started making places like Morton's and Ruth Chris. Where them tabs totally different.
Get what I would have said though. I would have said, I'm sorry, baby. I pulled over here to use the restroom. Can I use the restroom? Boom. Now we out. Melting pot down the street. So,
what I'm gonna tell you is what it looked like it looked like he had patience, but he ain't had that much patience.
Oh, he had patience. She was talking her shit. She didn't even get out of the fucking car when the man got out and walked around and checked the door. You in my motherfucking car. That's not patience, though. And then you said,
I'm saying as far as patience, meaning as far as like to let her throw up the fit, and then you like, you know what? I kind of like this girl. You know what? She played, but where else do you want to go so you can hit a suggestion?
No, she was on live the whole damn time.
I got one last thing to cover before we change the topic. Did she speak about alternate or different place to go?
No, and that's what Buddy said. Buddy said you didn't even give me another alternate.
Oh, so yeah, that conversation is.
She was trying to put on more than anything.
Oh yeah, so we can move on then.
Nah, you trying to put it on, bro? That don't look good on you. It don't look good on you.
We can move on.
So you can say what you want to say about me, but it don't look good on you.
So what's next for our black kings and queens to find ways to build relationships and do more together?
Build relationships. That's the thing. Man, to be great, we gotta combine our strengths, man. Right now, the women are strong, man, and they putting that in us. Even in the rap game, now you see how women are stepped up. In the movie game, in the streets, and the hustles.
So you basically say you gotta build together, iron sharpen iron.
Yeah, you gotta build together, man. You can't be afraid. That's why I was saying these guys that's talking about being 100% and all that. Nah, don't take that from a woman. Go 50-50 with her, let her build herself. She got dreams and ambitions, things she wanna do too. You know what I'm saying? Don't cut her short. You
Right.
feel me? And the women always said that. Like, they don't want to stand behind the man. They want to stand on the side of him.
No, when I was speaking 100, I was just more like speaking so in the fact, like, you know how sometimes somebody could be going through a down phase. Even men go through a down phase where it ain't only got to be financially, it could be mentally too, where you probably depressed or you going through something or family, somebody passed away or in the hospital, grandma, something going on, and that other person start taking control of the energy and, you know, instead of the other person who usually take initiative to, you know, buy stuff or cook stuff or go out to eat or just put that energy to show them that you appreciate them and you understand they're going through it. I ain't finna put all this worry on you for you to worry because I already know you're going through something. So I'm going to be somebody you could confide in and really be their companion at a time where they really need it, you know?
Well, what you feel? How you feel about the OnlyFans thing, man?
The OnlyFans thing, I mean, that shit was gonna come eventually anyway. Once you got social media and everybody finding ways to make money, it was only a matter of time before they found a way to like capitalize off of like
your girl
nudity or
something. Can your girl do OnlyFans?
I mean, I ain't into all that stuff, so my girl wouldn't be doing OnlyFans.
I feel you on that. Neither would mine.
Yeah. Because OnlyFans is like for the public, and my girl wouldn't be for the public. So that's the difference. It's like that's what I was mentioning the internet and social media for. Like it was only a matter of time before like showing nudity and body parts become a hustle. So,
but I respect it. Don't get me wrong, because think about it. Men sell dope, women sell their body.
Right.
It's theirs. Men been selling women's bodies since the beginning of time. So if she gonna sell her own, what's wrong with that?
Right.
Some money. So I don't hate the hustle. I'm just saying mine wouldn't be doing that because she's my wife. She's not just a woman out there doing her thing. She's a wife. So, you know, she got a daughter at home. You know what I'm saying? All that going on. So.
I mean, for one, at the end of the day, once you go too public with showing something that's supposed to be private, I feel like that's where the internet come and play with the whole public figure thing, trying to be popular and trying to make money off of strangers. So it's
also,
like, so it's kind of degrading once something that's supposed to be private.
I don't think it's degrading.
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying it for the same reason why you saying you wouldn't want your wife to do it.
Okay.
I'm saying it like for something. Like you see how they got that religion where their wives cover up? They do that for a reason because that's like an insider saying that's a joke, saying that all of this is private. I only get to see everything when she's home with me.
Even the knees.
Cause everything, the forehead, everything, they covered up. Only I get to see that. So it's kind of like the same thing when you becoming public about something that's supposed to be private.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if a woman was, let's just say if she was single, would you be opposed to her doing OnlyFans? Would you look at her?
It wouldn't be my problem. That's her life.
If you just met her and she said, hey, I do.
I'm not trying to plan on dating.
No, I'm just asking. I know you know.
That's what I'm saying. I would never plan for that like that. Like that would have to really be some shit that somebody kind of keep away from me and then.
No, I'm saying you met her, you're
dating.
dating. Say y'all on third date, shit going good, everything feels good. Hey, you know I got
that shit over with. That shit over with. That shit dead. That shit a dub.
So what about your man Joe Smith though? What you think about him and his situation? I mean, I know that's a touchy situation, but how you feel about him and his situation, man?
Once again, that's one of them situations where that's his situation. That's his wife. I don't know where he gonna do it. She has that's another thing I keep telling you. It's getting the game changing. So you have jobs where you can be social to the public. So she's offering service. She's offering services to touch women just as much as she's touching men. So you have to.
She said a lot of shit that was kind of cold though.
But I ain't see all that. Remember I told you I ain't see everything. I'm only noticing where they just like this guy wife did a pull up to do a body massage for Cameron. So it's just like
I think he was already first. See, that's the disrespect I'm talking about. Not only are you willing to go online and do your little fans only and all, and she do got respected businesses. Like she said, she got a moving company, but she did mention he works for me for the moving company. I'm like, why did you have to mention that? If the man is on the decline and you say, oh, I had his back and all that, why you mention his flaws like that? You're like, oh, I got a moving company and he works for me. You ain't have to mention
that. I know sometimes just like niggas do it, women do it too, ladies do it, everybody be wanting their time. So I guess
I feel like she was waiting. I feel like she was waiting in the wing for this time though.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody be having different motives and different purposes. So she might have went a different route where she trying to get a chance to blow up, and she don't care if she's still with him in the process.
I do understand that because she came from the adult industry. He met her like she made that clear, like, yo, you knew what I was on when I met you. So, okay, you knew what she was on.
And see, situations like this, I don't even care to talk about if you saying that he met her already in the entertainment adult business.
Hey, but he was like, but I bet you it's for the church. It was, so obviously
nah,
they
you
had
can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Nah, he tried, though.
Yeah, but you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
No, you can't, but he tried. So when he made an attempt, and it kind of blew up in his face and it fell. But the funny thing about it is not funny, but it's funny, is like she's cold-hearted about it. Like when you watch the interviews, she's not compassionate, but she's saying
no disrespect. I don't want to call her, a disrespect.
No,
I'm just saying in general, you can't turn.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
You just can't.
You can't.
It's been proven.
Whatever it is, it's gonna be what it is.
Sometimes you can though, but don't try. Anyway, it's crazy because when she speaks, it's like you speaking with so much sense and you're talking about real shit. Cause she basically said, "I'm with this guy when he was down. I never was with him when he was up. I was only with him when he was down." So she was like, I got with him, and she gave up basically her career and everything, and moved over here. She's from England or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
One place. And she was like, she was a singer or whatever, and she gave up all that, came over here and tried her luck over here, and it didn't work. She said she wanted to fall in love staying here or whatever. So okay, boom, that's understandable. So she like, I tried other businesses and everything, and it didn't work out the way I wanted to. He's not taking care of anything that he's supposed to, you know what I'm saying? And I just reverted back to what I basically know, how to make money. Mm-hmm. And she did the OnlyFans, and she's like, oh, I'm making a lot of money out there enough to be,
And sometimes, money won't let you go against certain things. Like, you ain't worried about love if you're making money. That love ain't got nothing to do with how much money rolling in.
But you see,
so it overpowered.
But I'm saying, I respect the hustle, but this is the part I don't respect, though. Why you talking like you don't give a fuck now, though? Whether you lose this man,
the crazy part about it is
sometimes
people been never give a fuck. They just needed a reason to really go all out.
A man once told me, he who cares less about the relationship wants the relationship.
I mean, yeah, because it's easier to give up. The other person who cares more kind of holding that baggage, or you got a piece of them more. But sometimes I feel like a lot of people be loving each other the same. They just have a hard time of showing it. They have a hard way of speaking it and all that. But both of them motherfuckers crazy in love about each other. They're about to do life in prison for each other. How bad they ready to show that person. Yeah. But the sad part about it is they have a hard way of explaining it. I be going through that. And I know that this new generation have a hard time in explaining they love. That's why artists like Raw Wave is doing so good. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Pain. But also I think it kind of further perpetuates it. Like because when you think about it, like suicide. Right. It's a tough topic. It's always been here. But don't you think now it seems like it's more now that they see it all the time, it's in their face? It's kind of like because there was a bleach challenge that I seen people drink bleach. So I think it's a Me Too thing. I think I see it, I do it. You know how we always, like a monkey see monkey doing, we always kind of laugh that off because we was more of a leader generation more than a following.
Well, I think this is a monkey. I feel like that's agenda too. Like right now they be feeling like we overpopulated and they be wanting to have control over the society and how many people. So I feel like a lot of this dumb stuff they promoted for us to follow it through and copy it and unfortunately a lot of mishaps happening under these TikTok challenges and all type of stuff.
I got an IG that I be on, but I don't really even be on that shit, man. Like, we gotta be out here. People be saying I'm outside, but y'all, you outside? Really? You outside with a fucking phone or whatever, you in that. You're outside physically standing there, but you're virtually somewhere else. We gotta get back to really being outside, man, and really loving life again. Because life, it's a lot out here, bro.
Man, but life's so precious. Sometimes you gotta move with right cause if it's a purpose to be certain places. Because so much stuff be going on. Sometimes it be all right to chill out. Sometimes, and
I like to hang while I don't have to run when this shit over.
No, I know. I was just speaking and just saying that, some people be in the crib because they just feel safer.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically saying. Like, I'm at the age now where I like to hang while I don't gotta run when this shit over. When they cut the lights on this bitch or something like that, I ain't gotta shuffle to the
There's a couple police and security guys. It's a money business. This place works something.
It's worth something. Like, that's why I find myself at nowadays. I find myself in places like that. If you got shot in there, I'm probably not gonna be in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I feel it came a long way.
Yeah, man. So this high voltage, man. I love, you know what I'm saying, sitting down with you, Dollah, man, doing what we do, man. Today I just wanted to come speak about the black woman and, you know, what she stands for. And women, period, and the steps they done took in maturation, man. I'm proud of them, man. I hope they keep going, man.
Right.
And I love doing what we do, man.
We here, man. Higher Voltage, man. I need everybody to like, subscribe, comment. We in the biddy.